November. Good luck.
Yes, good luck with that. Now, our next guest played fan favourite Tanya Branning in EastEnders for over 7 years before moving on to star in some of the UK's best-loved TV shows.
Well, now, Joyner is taking on her latest role as a deceased vicar in comedy series Marley's Ghost.
Here she is, back from the dead, but larger than life.
Oh, it's exciting, isn't it? What?
If you're going to open a treasure chest, you've got to have a creak.
It's not a treasure chest, Vicar.
Well, if there's not treasure in there, maybe it's a body.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's mystery music.
Vicar,
What if I'm not allowed a creak?
don't do anything.
Yeah, but it adds to the atmosphere.
It really doesn't.
Do you want me to open this trunk or not?
Yes.
Right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do you know, the funny thing is, I mean, we're watching that, great clip, and all you were talking about was the wig.
It was the wig. I know, because it would. You're obviously wearing
It's a very
wig there.
good, yeah.
But it's a great wig.
It's a very good wig, yeah. Because when we did the pilot, I had hair not dissimilar to that actually, because I'd been dyeing it and playing with it so much. And then we filmed this series, obviously a year later, when my hair was quite different. But we're dead, so it's not like we can write in that I've been to the hairdressers and changed my hair, can we? So
it started off, it was, as you were saying there, this was 3 pilot episodes.
Yeah.
And worked
Gold
very
made a
well,
few
and now
last
so
year.
you're back with the
they
series.
made a few different comedies, and that was the one that they took forward this year to make a 6-part from, and then we end with a Christmas special. The 6th episode is Christmas special.
OK, so for anybody that hasn't seen it, just explain what is going on.
Well, poor Marley, played brilliantly by Sarah Alexander, has a terrible month, really, where her husband dies and her lover at the same time, and then the vicar down the road as she's rushing to help. So within a few weeks, they've all died and they all end up living with her as ghosts.
So they all come back from the dead?
They all come back from the dead and live with her and don't make her life easy.
No, they don't.
No.
And in this new series, she moves away. So she moves to a whole different town. She gets a new house to kind of start her life again.
Yes.
And all the ghosts come with her.
They do, because the neighbours in the last place thought she was mad because she was always talking to herself
Yeah.
when she was talking to us. So she thought she'd start afresh and we followed her along.
And this is not going to help because actually one of her main purposes of this series is to find love again.
It is, yeah. And so, you know, from the vicar's point of view, I think the vicar's never felt more alive, to be honest. I don't think she had many friends when she was in the real world. So this is just, you know, she's literally
happy.
born again.
Is she just the vicar?
Yeah,
Does
she
she
is.
not have a name?
She is. I think she might have a name, but no, I don't think she has. We'll have to ask Danny, who wrote it. But I
Well,
quite liked
you are
it.
the vicar.
Yeah, I know.
Did no one call you
Well,
anything?
somebody did call me Joe, but then obviously, you know, they could call me Joe. So, you know. I don't know. I quite like that she's just the vicar.
The vicar.
I mean,
Yeah.
because, you know, she's not a very good
But the
one.
thing is also that this is, and we saw that from the clip, it's real sort of family stuff. It's very light.
It's very easy watching.
warm.
It's funny enough, it's probably the only thing or the first thing that I've ever been in that the kids could watch.
Yeah.
Because,
Okay.
because it's not rude, it's fun, it's easy watching, it's a laugh. And, you know, and we like laughing at other people's misery, don't we? So poor Marley is sort of, you know, goes through the mill in most episodes and we're not much help.
Is it true that you got the character of the vicar from a Bear Grylls programme?
I did, but I don't want to get anyone. I don't want to be horrible
it
to anyone.
like
but basically,
like
when they sent the script through for the pilot and they said, "Would you play the vicar in this?" I thought, well, you could put anything on her because you know she's just essentially a bit sort of nice but dim. And I was watching Survivor's Island. It wasn't a celebrity one; it was the normal one at the time. And there was this lovely woman in it. She was lovely. I'm going to give too much away, but anyway. Basically, she was so lovely that by the end, when they were all still starving to death, you know, and everybody's really had enough, she's still having a really nice time, and you just want to kill her. And I thought there's this contradiction where actually with the vicar, where she really annoys you, and you feel bad about yourself because you don't know why you don't like her, and you know.
I love the
very
fact
good.
that lady will be out there, could be watching
She is
now.
lovely.
Is she popular?
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't
But
say
when
that
they
she's
were all
lovely.
starving to death, she was still lovely and still having a lovely time. And you thought, oh my God, if I was stuck with her,
We'd eat her.
we'd eat her.
You seem to have that really lovely balance as well between sort of doing quite heavy drama-y stuff and the comedy as well.
Yeah, it's hard to you have to kind of try and control that, you know, because you can get pigeoned in one area. But
Yeah.
because I love doing them both, and I definitely love doing the comedy, and I was doing quite a bit of it before I went into EastEnders. So when I came out, it was the first thing I kind of tried to
get back
search
into,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, if I can, I like to just try and swing. The variety's the spice of life,
Yeah,
isn't it?
no, it's true.
You know.
Well, I suppose it's quite lucky because I think you said that both bosses for Marley's Ghost and also for Mount Pleasant were both women.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't know whether it's a coincidence.
Did that make a difference? Do you
Well,
think they understood.
I know that both contracts ended as school broke up. That's the bit I noticed. So, you know, you're kind of, you're full on, and I was away because I was filming Mount Pleasant and then it ran into Marley's Ghost. So I was doing 6-day weeks for the sort of last 6 weeks of just leading up to school term finishing in the summer. But you don't mind if you can get your head down and you do that,
Yeah,
and
then
you know
you've got
that you've got the
summer
summer
off.
with them, then you're really lucky, aren't
And
you?
they
So
are,
it's-
like you said, they've started watching this because they're 6 now, the twins, aren't they? So
Yeah.
they must be getting to that age where they finally know what mummy does. For
They are
anything.
only just, yeah. So, I mean, it must be strange for your kids as well, all our kids. It's never... they are just noticing it a lot, and they're, you know, especially when we're out and about, and, you know, if people are interrupting you, and, you know...
Yeah.
Well, then you get to my stage where they've known for such a long time they couldn't care less now.
Yeah, well, that hopefully.
remotely
But I
interested.
did have an interesting chat with Fred, actually, about it, because he bounded in the other day and he said, oh, I want to be famous like you. And I said, hang on a minute, let's have a little chat about what that word means and what mummy actually does for a job, you know. And I sort of was talking about acting and what that was. And then I said to him, you know, the famous bit is, you know, when you get shy, when we're being filmed, having our dinner in a restaurant, and you know when people do this and that, that's the bit that is the famous bit. And do you still want to be famous? He went, oh, no, I'll just be good at it then. You know, and I thought, yeah, OK.
So you reckon now
good.
you've got the balance right?
I hope so. We're all searching for it, aren't we? You can't help it. You really want to work. You really want to be at home.
And you're doing a bit of writing as well, are you, at the moment?
I am at the moment. Yeah, I can't talk about
No,
that.
that's fine.
But yeah,
that's fine,
no,
but
I'm
that
just.
one's-
But yes, other things. You know, developing other things and looking at other areas is good fun because you know the bit where I want to be at home. I'm a bit of a workaholic probably, so I'm trying to find other stuff to do.
So if you are writing, I'm terrified now to ask you anything because...
Well, no, I'm writing some stuff with a friend and having a stab at that, and
Well,
you will be the first to know
like poetry
if that
or
stab works
songs
out.
or...
It might be more akin to TV. So yeah, but you'll be the first to know.
I hope
when it
so.
happens. Don't you worry.
Good. We'll keep you to that.
Thank
you very much. Thank you.
Marley's Ghost starts next Wednesday at 10 o'clock on Gold. Thank you.
And Mount Pleasant continues tonight at 9 p.m. on Sky 1. Thanks very much. Right, still to come. It's set to be an explosive couple of weeks in Soapland. Sharon Marshall will be here to reveal